morning. Good morning, all of you. Ashwin, Diya, Sunita, Tajamal, Lakshmi, Prasad. Good morning, everyone. Ramesh. Now sound is clear. Audio both are clear, all of you. Right. So here, what we'll be doing is first we'll try to finish off which one this engineering mechanics PYQs, right? SSC JE PYQs, and which one this gate PYQs will be doing it. Okay. So not gate PYQs, SSC JE and state examination PYQs will be doing, right? Along with the PYQs, right, we'll be learning the corresponding concept, right? Rani, good morning. Okay. So we'll be taking it for which one this engineering mechanics first we'll take in these special classes. After this engineering mechanics is over na, I'll be taking which one this either transportation or SOM, right? If SOM is taken in the plus class na, here I'll be taking which one? Here in special classes I'll be taking that transportation, and transportation is taken in the plus classes na, SOM I'll be taking here, right? Okay, so ulta I'll do, right? But both are next subjects, right? Both are next subjects, you can say, right? Yeah, Shruti, good morning. Right. So here engineering mechanics, that concept through questions for which questions we'll be doing, which PYQs will be doing, that PYQs, which PYQs, that state JE and state SSC JE and state PSC PYQs will be doing, right? Okay, both the PYQs will be doing now, right? So all of you, welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack it. Yes, very much needed course, because if you wanted to understand the basics of structures, na, structural engineering, any basics if you wanted to understand, right, without this you cannot understand easily, is na? Without this you cannot understand easily, na? Is or no? Because engineering mechanics is the basic for which one this entire structural engineering, right? If you understand the engineering mechanics concepts clearly, na, automatically that structures will be clear, right? Every structural aspect will be clear, you can say, right? So strength of material, structural analysis, RCC, steel, right? Everything you can understand from the CPG structure, right? Is that clear, everyone? Right. Anjali, good morning. Okay. So what is the referral code you have to use? RP Civil is the referral code you have to use, right? Priyanka, good morning. So this is my profile, you can follow me at which, and this is a referral code you have to use, right? RP Civil, right? So now these are all the toppers, SSC JE and State AE top 2022 toppers from Unacademy, you can say, all of you, right? If you wanted to, right, if you wanted to be in this next, how many lectures for this approximately? Mostly I am thinking 7 to 10 lectures. I am thinking to have 7 to 10 lectures, mostly maximum 10 lectures. Within the 10 lectures, this engineering mechanics entirely it will be over. Okay, these questions will be sufficient enough to get which one is a 2 to 3, 1 or 2 marks in that engineering mechanics, right? Definitely, if you follow this now, whatever the questions from engineering mechanics you are getting, you will not be losing them, right? Pakka you will be getting marks from that. Okay, that is what. Right. So this is which batch is going on, you can say that Samarth batch is going on now. So state JE, state AE courses now in English, right? Which batch is running now? Samarth batch for this SSC JE state AE examinations in English, right? It is especially in English it will be starting, right? Yeah, Diresh. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be starting the class. No need to worry. Right. Here the plus students are waiting because we should give the information to the students, right? Those who are willing to take the subscription and all these things, right? Isn't it? Students should not miss good information, right? So now, what is that referral code you have to use, right? RPCV is the code you have to use, right? So this is a fee structure you are having 24 months, 12 months and 6 months, right? This is a fee structure you are having, right, for the subscription various durations, right? So what is that referral code you have to use? RP Civil is the code you have to use, right? Right. This is Samarth batch. Which batch? Batch B will be starting now. Batch B. It was started on August 15th. KP sir has started which one? This environmental engineering, and yesterday Amit Jarala has started which one? This RCC, right? And myself has started surveying, right? These three subjects are running in plus now, na? Is an all of you. These three subjects are running in plus now, and 25th onwards I'll be starting that general aptitude, analytical reasoning and this general intelligence and this reasoning I will be starting, right? 4 subjects will be started, right? So like that before your SSC JE majority subjects will be over, don't worry, okay? Right. So here whenever you are enrolling for this, right, what is the referral code you have to use? RPCB. Okay, this is the link for enrollment, all of you. You just try to enroll for this all, everyone. If you did not enroll, you just enroll for this batch, all of you. You know, these are all the subjects taken, right? So this is AI new batch, recorded batch will be available. RCC ka session will not be there. Yeah, Aman Sharma, good morning. Akash Gupta, RCC ka session band kar diya because first chapter I have completed na. Amit sir has started a plus class in RCC, so I will not be taking that, right? That's why I have started this, right? Because actually in plus some subjects will be running, and in the special classes we'll be doing some other subjects, because we have started, right? Because we have started which one? Because yeah, like surveying it was started, right? Because we have started which one is late na? So before that SSC JE, some subjects in plus, some subjects in special we wanted subject completed, okay? So that's why I'm doing this subject. So anyway in plus that Amit Jarelo sir will be completing RCC, so it is no use of doing it again na? So that is why I have started with engineering mechanics, so that one more extra subject will be covered. Yeah, that surveying AE, JE, PYQ sessions already I have taken previously. You just text me, I'll be sending you the links, all of you, okay? I'll be sending you the links, right? That GATE and ESC PYQs we are doing now. After that GATE and ESC PYQs are over, SWAM GATE and ESC PYQs will happen. After that remaining will happen, right? Don't worry. Deepo, good morning. So this is plus courses going on, and this is the free courses going on, right? Concept through questions, right? First chapter we are discussing now. What is the first chapter? Forces and this force systems, right? Forces and this force systems, right? I'll be starting the timer, all of you. So select the answer, everyone. 60 seconds time I'm giving. YouTube, write the question number. Those who are attending in YouTube, write the question number and answer, okay? So that I'll understand easily. Or you can directly write that option, sigma h0, sigma v0, sigma m0, all options are correct. That way also I can understand which question you are answering. Diya, Tajamul, Ashwin, Dani, Shruti answered correctly from special. Supriya, Deepu, good morning. Right, so whenever question comes now, the corresponding concept we will be discussing, don't worry, right? Yeah, Boina Madhuri answered correctly, right? If sigma h, what is it? Sigma h and sigma v are the algebraic sum of these forces resolved horizontally and vertically respectively, right? Sigma h is which one? Sum of these forces, sum of the force components in which direction? Horizontal direction. Sigma v is what? Sum of the force components in which one? This vertical direction, you can say, right? That is what. And sigma m is the algebraic sum of these moments, algebraic sum of the moments of these forces about any point for equilibrium of this body is acted upon, right? So now tell me, to maintain the equilibrium, what is the meaning of this equilibrium, everyone? Equilibrium means that a balanced condition. What is the meaning of this equilibrium, everyone? Equilibrium means a balanced condition or non-balanced condition, everyone. It is equilibrium means that a balanced condition or unbalanced condition, everyone. It is that a balanced condition. Balanced condition means net forces. Chapter heading this one, forces and force systems, okay? Forces and this force systems is the chapter heading, okay? Forces and force systems is the chapter heading you are having, okay? Right. So now so here what is a balanced condition? A balanced condition means there will be any net unbalanced forces or no net unbalanced forces, right? Balanced condition means net unbalanced forces will be equal to which one? Net unbalanced forces will be equal to which one? Net unbalanced force will be equal to 0. That is only in one direction, or that is in all the directions it should be satisfied? That is an unbalanced condition, or that is in all the directions, or only in one direction? In the horizontal direction, net force must be 0. So suppose if you are having this as the member, in this horizontal direction, this right side to left side one force is there, what will happen? That member will be maintaining the equilibrium, or it will be moving in this left side direction? It will be moving in my left side direction if I am having this unbalanced force in the left direction. Suppose if I am having this unbalanced force in the right direction, it will be moving right side. Suppose if I am having unbalanced force in this vertically downward direction, it will move in the vertically downward direction, right? So to maintain the equilibrium condition of this member, sum of the forces in only horizontal direction must be 0, or sum of the forces in this vertical direction also must be 0. Sum of the forces in horizontal must be 0, as well as sum of the forces in this vertical direction must be 0, right? Yes, now definitely is a clear, right? Everyone, equilibrium should be maintained only in one direction, or equilibrium should be maintained in both the directions? Equilibrium should be maintained in both the directions, right? Now what the moment will try to do? Whenever that moment is applied, it will try to rotate the member. So suppose if anti-clockwise movement is only there, the member will be in continuously in rotating condition. Is it okay for your member? If your structure is continuously rotating like that, can you able to stand here? No, no, it is not good. So we have to maintain which one? This equilibrium with respect to this moment also, right? What you can say? Sum of the moments created, algebraic sum of the moments also must be 0, right? Is that clear, everyone? Now why these are the equilibrium conditions we are taking, and what is the reason? Is clear, all of you? So which one is the correct answer now? All options are correct is the answer now. All options are correct is the answer, right? Like that. Shall I move to the next question, all of you? So I'll be moving on to this next question, right? Try to select the answer of you. Is it lag? This is A, you take it. This is B, you take it. This is C, this is D. Actually, Anjali, it seems your network it is little different. Yeah, I think in every class you are getting lag, na? Isana? Some 10 seconds, 5 seconds lag you are getting in every class, it seems. It is place non. Just to check your network. If it is possible, try to change the network. 100% correct answer. Yeah. Madhuri answered correctly from YouTube. Sunita, Ashwin, Diya, Rani, Tajamal, Shruti, Deepu also answered from special class. 100% correct answer. Right. Akash also answered correctly. Right. So this is the leaderboard. Right. The first Ashwin is second, Tajamal third. Right. Now, what is that? The forces acting normally on the cross section of a bar shown in the figure below introduces. Right. Now tell me what these forces are doing. They are What they are doing? They are pushing inwards or pulling outwards. Do you remember the definition of this compression which we have given? They are pushing inwards or pulling outwards the member. If they are pushing inwards, whenever they are pushing inwards, right? What you can say? Compressive stress when they will create if they are pushing inwards, right? Now tell me, they are pushing the material inwards, inward direction of this member, or they are pulling the material out of the member? Tell me what they are doing. Pushing the material inwards or pulling the material outwards, outside of this member? Ashwan, Jehin, Pushpa, Shravan, good morning. What they are doing? Whenever you are having this member, so you are applying force like this, right? What is that you are doing? You are trying to move the material, you are trying to push the material to the inward direction of this member, then it is a compression. Suppose if it is trying to pull the material outside of this member, then it is a tension, right? Now is it clear how to identify tension and compression, all of you? How to identify tension and compression, is it clear, everyone? So is not? So what it will do? Shear stress, what it will do? So now tell me here what it is doing. This force is doing which one? This pushing inwards, so that is a compressive stress will be created, right? External force is a compressive force, then the nature of this stress is also compressive stress, right? What is the meaning of this compressive stress? This is the stress Stress is nothing but your which one? This is a resistance per unit area. Na? Stress against what? What is the meaning of this compressive stress? Stress against this compressive force, right? That is the meaning of this. You have to understand. So whenever external forces are there, stress against the compressive force is the compressive stress, right? Like that. Is that clear, everyone? Right? Shear stress, what it will do? It will push inwards or pull outwards, or it will distort the shape. Shear stress means it will distort the shape. Na? Shape changes it will cause. Na? Whenever it is distorting the shape, you can understand that that is a shear effect, right? Now you can identify it whenever any similar kind of question is given. Is not? Shall I move to the next question of you? Third question. Select the answer of you. Third question. Why I am giving 60 seconds is because YouTube there will be delay of 10 seconds mostly. So that is why I am giving this 60 seconds time, so that they can also answer properly, correctly. Ashwin, Diya, Yashwant Rani answered from special class. 60% only answered, but 57% only answered. Suman, good morning. Yeah. Madhuri from YouTube answered correctly. Akash from YouTube also answered correctly. 57% only from special class. Right. This is the leaderboard. This is the leaderboard you are having. Right. A body is said to be in equilibrium. First, if it moves horizontally, just now I have mentioned, if it is moving horizontally means it is not in equilibrium, it is not in stable position. It moves vertically, no. It rotates about its CG, no. Right? Which one is correct? A body is said to be in equilibrium means it should be staying in its position, or it should be moving out of its position, everyone. It should be staying in its position, equilibrium. If it stays in position, stays in position even under the action of loads, right? Whenever it stays in position, right, then only you can say that it is under equilibrium, right? Like that. So shall I move to the next question? Fourth question. Select the answer of you. 60 seconds time I am giving. But in SSC JE you are having lesser than 60 seconds time for each and every question, so you have to be careful. Yashwant, Shruti, Rani, Sunita answered correctly. Ashwin, Diya also answered correctly. Madhuri answered correctly from YouTube. Akash also answered correctly from YouTube. From special, 87% only answered. Anjali also answered from special correctly. %87.5% only answered. Remaining 12.5% cute fellows. Don't become so much cute. Right. Ashwin. First, Diya, second, Rani, third. This is a leaderboard, right? MKS, gravitational system of units, the unit of mass, right? So MKS, right? What is the MKS system, right? Mass, for this mass, what is the unit you can say? So for this distance, what is that you can say? Distance, mass, and which one? This time, na? So the distance, mass, and this time or not? Distance, what is that unit in this MKS? If you just observe, distance is your meter, na? And mass unit is what? That a kilogram, na? Yes or no? And what is the time unit you can say? That is your second, na? Now tell me, what is the FPS system? In this FPS system, what is the distance you can say? In this FPS system of units, right, what is the distance you can say? Distance unit is your, what is the distance unit, everyone? Hello? Foot. Yes, foot or feet, whatever it is, right? Foot. Next, what is that you can say? Mass will be measured in the pounds, and time is measured in seconds, na? Yes or no? Now tell me that a CGS system, what is the CGS system? What is the CGS system units, everyone? CGS system units, what is it? You can say centimeter, right? Centimeter, grams, and what is that? You can say seconds only now. And now tell me, what is the system of international units? If you just observe, what is the system of international units, everyone? SI unit, same meter, kg, and which one? This is second, na? Meter, kg, and this is second, right? It's not same as that of your MKS only. Only few things are changing from MKS to SI system. It's not right. Is it clear, everyone? Right? So which one is the correct answer? System of gravitational system, MKS system. What is the unit of this mass? Kilogram is the answer, right? Like that. So shall I move to the next question? It's sixth question of you. Sorry, fifth question. Shall I move? Fifth question. Select the answer of you. So those who are from international system of, yes, correct, Akash Gupta. That is international system of units. You call it as na SS system means generally. Akash answered. Right. 100% wrong answer. Very good, boys and girls. Or did I give wrong answer? Free body diagram is an isolated joint with only body forces acting on it. Isolated joint with internal forces acting on it. Isolated joint with all forces. Yeah. Actually, I have given wrong answer. Yes, I have given wrong key. I'll be starting the key again. I'll be starting the poll again. Now select the answer, all of you. Yeah. I thought I am giving correct answer, but I have given wrong answer. Okay. Yeah. Yes, correct. 100% correct. From special, right. Free body diagram is on which one? Isolated joint with only body forces, or only body forces means external forces. Only external forces or only internal forces. Internal forces means reactions, na? So these are your external. These are your which one? These are resistance forces, na? Now free body diagram means we have to consider only the external forces or only the internal forces, or both. Both will be considered, na? Then only you can call it as a free body diagram, or not all of you. Then only you can call it as which one? This is a free body diagram if you just observe it. Is na? Now sixth question. Select the answer of you. 45 seconds time I am giving. Yashwant, Ajamul, Ashwin, Sunita answered correctly. Shruti Rani also answered correctly. Yeah, Madhuri also answered correctly from YouTube. But 75% only answered in special correctly. What about the remaining 25% is cute fellows? Right. Ashwin first, Rani second, Diya third. Right. Now, if the line of action of these forces in a system of forces meet at a point, then these forces are called as, right? So I'll try to explain for both. Yeah, Akash also answered correctly. Parallel forces, right? What is the parallel forces, everyone? If you just observe, what is the meaning of this parallel forces, all of you? All the forces are acting parallel to each other, then you can see it as your parallel force, na? So they need not be acting in the same direction, but they should be parallel to each other, right? What does it mean? What does it mean? You can say the direction will be exactly parallel to each other, na? Then these are your parallel. Non-concurrent forces means this is also example of this non-concurrent forces, right? So if you just observe now, some force is acting like this. Now tell me, these are concurrent forces or these are non-concurrent forces, you can say. These are concurrent forces or these are non-concurrent forces. If you just observe, these are non-concurrent forces now, meeting or not meeting, right? These two will be meeting at a time or these two will not be meeting at all. These two will not be meeting at all now. And concurrent forces, right? What is the meaning of this concurrent forces? If you just observe, whenever you consider this force, right, all the forces are meeting at which one? This is single point na. When all the forces are meeting at this single point, then it is called as your concurrent forces, right? Is it clear? So parallel forces are non-concurrent forces also now. Can we say these parallel forces are non-concurrent forces also, everyone? Hello? Make testing 1 2 3 4. Can we say? Because they are which one? These non-concurrent forces means not meeting at the same point, right? Concurrent forces means meeting at the same point, right? Resultant force means what? What is the meaning of this resultant force? Suppose if one force is acting like this, one force is acting like this, P1 and P2 like this, you can say. So then what happens, that a resultant force will be acting somewhere here like this na. This is the resultant, right? What is the meaning of this resultant force? That a resultant force will be showing the combined effect of these two forces na. Combined effect of this P1 and P2 if they are shown, right? This is called as your which one? This resultant force is na. Concurrent which one is correct now? Meet at the point, then these are called as your concurrent forces, right? Like that. Is that clear, everyone? Shall we move to the next question? Seventh question. This is your seventh question. Try to select the answer of you. 120 seconds time I am giving. Try to solve this, all of you. This is also SSC JE question, prelims question. You have to be careful, okay? So Jamal answered correctly from special. What about the YouTube? Yashwant Rani also answered correctly. What about the others? Remaining 40% cute fellows. Yeah. Koti. Okay, we just check it. Akash answered correctly from YouTube. Technical point 2. Check it. Anybody else? Any other answers? Koteshwaran also answered correctly. Right. This is letter about Rani first, Ashwin second, Tajamal third, right? Reactionate support A is, right? What is that reactionate? This is support A. For this you can say this is SSC JE 2011. This is a 200 kilonewton at this place is acting in this upward direction. Huh? Now what happens, you can say all of you, if you just consider. So this is one support, this is a 200 kilonewton is acting in which direction? That is your 200 newtons or 200 kilonewton is acting in which direction? Upward direction. Yet this A, what is it? We can just simplify this like this. Nice, we can just bring this support there. Where it is acting, right? You can take this as which one? This RA, you can write it as. This is how the free body diagram you can write it now. Free body diagram, right? So at this B also we can write it like this, right? We can write it like this, right? We'll assume downward. So if they are negative now, our assumed direction is wrong, you can say, right? This is 100 and 100, right? This is your 100 millimeter distance, 100 units only, no, but distance is not known, right? 100, right? These are B, A and B are which one? This is hinges only, you can say. Now tell me, what is the sum of this vertical forces equal to 0, that equilibrium, na? Yeah, don't worry, we'll be discussing, na? I'll be discussing every concept for each and every question, Koteshwar. So you follow that and you try to solve the other questions of the same nature, then you can crack it easily. Sigma V equal to 0. What is the consist? Sum of the vertical forces is 0. What is the sign convention we'll take? Upward positive and downward negative sign convention will follow generally. Upward positive means plus 200 minus RA minus RB equals to 0, right? What is it you can say? So RA plus this RB must be equal to how much you can say? RA plus this RB must be equal to the 200 kilonewton, na? Yes or no? This is equation number 1 you have got. Right? What is another equation you can say? If you just observe, we wanted to find out a reaction at which location? Reaction at A, na? Reaction at A means sum of the moments at this B, if you take it is 0, na, you'll be getting that, right? Sum of the moments at B, even without the sigma equal to 0, we can directly apply this, we can get it, right? Sum of the moments at this B. Now tell me, this 20 kilonewton, how it is creating the moment? Yeah, directly, yes, that is what I'm saying. Directly you can take the moment at B and you need not solve, you need not use this also, right? You need not calculate this first relation also, right? It is not required, right? So 200 into, so you take which one? This is a clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative you take. Is not? Clockwise positive, anti-clockwise negative you can take it, right? What is that you can say? 200 plus 200 into, what is that you can say? Because about this B it is creating clockwise moment, na? Plus 200 into that 200, na? Now this RA will be creating anti-clockwise, na? Minus RA into that 100, na? Minus RA into that 100 you can say, right? Minus RA into that 100, right? So then it equals to 0, right? Because it is creating this anti-clockwise negative, this is creating clockwise movement about this be positive, right? What is it you can say? Therefore that RA will be equal to plus you are getting or minus you are getting? Plus 40 you are getting or plus 40 or 4, how much you are getting? Tell me. Plus 40 or how much? 400. How much is that you are getting, everyone? Plus 400, na? Plus 400 kilonewton, right? Plus 400 kilonewton if you just observe, right? So plus 400 kilonewton means our assumed direction is correct only, no? 40 or 400 you are getting, everyone? 40 or 400, which one is correct? 400 is correct, right? 400 is correct, right? So that is a typing mistake in the question, right? Whenever these are state examinations and SSC JE examination, ESC examination, these kind of mistakes will happen regularly, okay? So 400 kilonewton, which one? This is downward direction. Our assumed direction, we are getting positive means our assumed direction is correct only, no? Our assumed direction is correct, right? 400 kilonewton downward. But which one is appropriate answer, you can say? 40 kilonewton downward. Actually, it should be 400, na? That is the mistake they have given in this question, or not all of you, right? That is a mistake they have given, you can say, right? Engineering mechanics free classes available on YouTube means yes, available, but I have taken up to friction only, because at the time I have started the free course fully. I thought of taking in a detailed manner, but only few people showed up. Then I have taken up to friction. I stopped. They are available. You can just text me. I'll be sending you quotation. Don't worry. So approximately which one is the correct answer? This option A will be the correct answer, na? Downward direction. This is a number. Instead of this 40, it should be 400, right? So these types of mistakes will happen in the question, definitely, right? So even though mistakes are happening, you have to identify which one is appropriately correct answer, okay? So these are your SSC JE questions. Right now, shall we move on to this state? This is state examinations. Solve this. Yeah, yes, technical point to correct. Try to answer this question, everyone. 8th question. Kotishwar answered correctly from YouTube. Special class, 100% wrong answer. Yeah. Yashwant answered correctly. So daily we'll take this class only for 45 minutes, right? This class and gate class also 45 minutes only we'll take, not 1 hour, okay? Every day. Already all my allocated hours are over. We are taking these extra hours only for the benefit of you only, right? Because you believed and you have taken subscription mainly na plus students. So for you to cover these things only we are taking extra. Rani first, Ashwin second, and Ashwin the third. The load shared by the member BC of this structure shown in the figure below is, right? What is it you can say? How can you get that if you just observe? This is how your structure is there. So 2 kilonewton is acting, which one? This 2 kilonewton is acting in this downward direction, right? And this is A, this is B, that is C, and this is which one? This is 30 degrees. Now what we will assume if we just observe everyone, whenever you are assuming away from the joint, right? Let us say this is your I and this is your J na. So whenever you are assuming away from the joint na, then you can consider it as a tension, right? Always you consider like that only, right? Suppose if it is towards this joint na, suppose if it is towards the joint na, you take it as compression. So our both looks differently na, sir. But how you are saying, sir, these arrows looks like compression, but you are telling it as tension. Sir, these two arrows looks like a tension, but you are telling it as compression. Did you observe that, everyone? Have you observed that, all of you? Whenever it is away from the joint, arrow is considered away from the joint, you consider it as tension. Actually, these are internal resistances, right? The external force will be like this, right? Now tell me, the external force is tension, therefore that internal resistance is compression, right? Now you understood? We are calculating here, this 2 kilonewton is the external force. Actually in the AB and this BC, we are calculating the internal resistances, Ashwin. We are not calculating the, right? Yes, we are not calculating, right? We are not calculating the forces in the members, right? We are not calculating the forces acting on the members. We are calculating the resistance created by the members considering equilibrium condition. So at the equilibrium conditions, the resistance is equal to that applied force na. How much amount of resistance to this AB will be showing, that much amount of external effect will be there on this, but in the opposite direction. Okay, how much amount of force that BC will be subjected to, that much amount of, yeah, here. Okay, one sec. Suppose you have applied some tensile force like this. Now tell me, this is the external force na. Listen carefully, all of you. This is the external tensile force na. Everyone, is this clear? We can call it as this external tensile force na, Ashwin, right? Shruti, this is called as your external tensile force na. Now tell me, each and every joint must be in equilibrium. Yeah, each and every joint must be in equilibrium, and each and every member must be in equilibrium na. Yet this joint I, what happens, you can say? The force acting here is left side T. So the force acting, the resistance must be applied, that is also equal to that T only na. And yet this joint also, what is it you can say? External force is acting right side. So therefore that resistance must be acting left side, that is R equal to T na. Now if the internal resistance is compressive in nature, external force will be tensile in nature na. Now got this point, Ashwin and Shruti? Everyone others also? So now we are identifying the internal resistance. Here arrow is away from the joint means tension. Away from the joint means the resistance is compression. Resistance is compression means that external force will be tension or not? External force will be tension. Is it clear now? Why you are telling like that? Is it clear now? because arrow is away from the joint, it is a tension we are taking. So means actually what is that? That is a tensile force, external tensile force acting on this member, because it is difficult to calculate the externally force applied directly. Assuming the equilibrium condition, we calculate the resistances offered by the member in the maintaining of equilibrium. The resistances offered by the member is equal to that external force effect on that member. Can we say like that? Is that clear? So we are actually calculating the internal resistance offered by the member, again is the external force. Based on the nature of this internal resistance, we are assessing the external effect. Is it clear enough you? Clear everyone? Now, so we assume like this, away from the joint we will assume like this, right? The tension we will assume. Away from the joint means it is resistance actually, but external force effect is tension. Now this also you assume away from the joint, that is your FBC. Now tell me what are the components of this BC? This is your which one? This FBA. Now the components of BC are which one? Which like this, no? So can we say this is a 30 degrees, same value? This 30, this is. So if this is a 30 means, can we say this is also 30? Angle between the two lines is some angle. Angle between their respective parallel lines is also same angle. Na? Now what is this? You can say this component comes to be that FBC cos 30. Na? This component is which one? This FBC. Which one? This is sin 30. Na? FBC sin 30. Right? Is that clear, everyone? Now, sum of this vertical force is equal to 0. How can you get that? This 2 kilonewton is acting in which direction? That is, so upward positive you take it and downward negative you take it, right? So 2 kilonewton minus 2 kilonewton and minus FBC, which one? This is sin 30 equals to 0. Now, what is that? You can say that FBC then sin 30 will be equal to what? That is equal to that 1 by 2. Na? So what is the FBC? You can say minus 4 kilonewton. Na? Minus you are getting means our assumed direction is wrong or true? Our assumed direction is true or false? Our assumed direction is false. Na? So we have assumed it as a tension, but now you are getting minus means it is a compression. Na? Now you are getting minus means value, you are getting it as minus means our assumed direction is wrong. So we have to consider ulta direction, that is compressive. Is that clear now? 4 kilonewton compressive. So which one is the correct answer? Option C will be the correct answer, right? Like that. Is that clear, everyone? Is it clear enough you? Right? Okay, just note it and tell me. I'll move on to the 9th question. Clear, everyone? From YouTube and special classes, is it clear, everyone? So whatever the directions, arrow symbols we are giving in this truss analysis, those are not the external force symbols. Those are the internal resistance symbols. Based on that internal resistance nature, we are assessing external force nature. Okay, got it? So force applied on this BC member is what? 4 kilonewton compressive force applied. So therefore they are having this tensile resistance. Got it? Noted? Shall I move to the 9th question? Okay, noted. Tell me one thing. Shall I solve all questions from this, all previous questions, whatever I have? Should I solve, or only few questions should I solve and complete the subject early? What you want? However, in what way you wanted to do, I'll do. All questions, main questions, non-repeating questions. Yeah, non-repeating questions. All questions means repeated questions. I'll just whenever they are repeated, I'll just add that. Suppose if it is given in this which one? Don't give poll. Why? Why poll should not give? Yeah. Why? Hurry, why? Time waste. No. It is, don't think, no. It is very much useful actually, because it will only decide how to perform in the examination. People think that, sir, it is wasting time. No. It is making you perfect. Yes, na? So you should be practiced, right? You should practice how to answer this question with a lesser time, na? That is only, right? That is the purpose of poll actually, right? That is the purpose of this poll, right? It is not whether your answer, whether you know the answer or not. It is not the intention. Main poll intention is what? To manage the time and solve the question quickly and make your mind to run faster like a horse. That is the intention of poll. It's just like a practice of one main examination, nah? That is only. You answered correctly? Yeah. This is the leaderboard. We can do more questions, right? But what we will do is just I will only solve, right? If I will solve, I am not going to write the examination, nah? I will become perfect, right? But what is required, you have to become perfect, you have to become fast, that is important. Yeah. Algebraic sum of the moments of two unlike parallel forces about any point in their plane will be, right? You have to be careful. Two unlike parallel forces, right? Two unlike parallel forces, right? What is it you can say? This is your P1, you can say. Unlike means what? Both are in the same direction or different directions. Unlike means both are in the same direction, different directions, all of you. One is in the upward direction, other one is downward direction. These two are parallel forces only. Unlike. Parallel like means what? When you can say it is a parallel like. Parallel like is nothing but your forces will be parallel to each other, and what is that you can say? So they will be same direction. Parallel unlike means what is the meaning of this parallel unlike? They will be in the same direction or they will be in the different direction. Parallel to each other, but their directions need not be same, right? Understood the difference between this parallel like and parallel unlike? Now about the point in their plane, let us say this is the point, right? A. Tell me, let us say this is your distance d1. Let us say this is your, which one? This is distance d2, you can say, right? Now tell me, both are creating a clockwise movement about this only or not? So this is sum of the moments about this A. If you just observe, what is that? P1 plus P1 into that d1, and this is also P2 is also creating clockwise movement na, plus P2 into the d2. Now tell me, is there any chance of becoming it 0? Technical point 2. Understood now? Now tell me, is there any possibility of becoming it 0? There is no possibility of becoming it 0, na? There is absolutely no possibility of becoming 0. Okay? There is no possibility of absolutely becoming 0, right? It is always clockwise. Here it is clockwise, but if the forces are taken in this manner, it will become this anti-clockwise, na? Here they will become clockwise, na? So it can be clockwise, it can be anti-clockwise sometimes. And it is a 0 or it is a constant value you are getting. It is some value you are getting now. Is it clear all of you now? Why option B is the correct answer? Everyone. Why option B is the correct answer is clear all of you? Understood? Right? So shall we stop here, or we'll solve one more question, 10th question, round figure, and we'll stop. We'll go for this round figure and stop. 10th question. It is mentioned in the question that collinear, but many people selected non-collinear. So you have to read the question also properly, right? Reading the question also will eliminate which one. This is sum of the options. It's na, you have to be careful. Reading the question also will eliminate some of the options, right? Rani first, Ashwin second, Ashwini third, right? These are the droppers now. A force in equilibrium equal in magnitude in opposite direction and collinear with the resultant. Collinear means, can we select a non-collinear? In the question itself it is mentioned as collinear, so non-collinear will not come into picture, na? Definitely. Is the resolution of force, right? What is the resolution of force? Whenever you are having this resolution of force, so it's a component. This is your horizontal component of this force. This is which one? This is a vertical component of this force, right? So is it the resolution of this force? No, na? No. Equilibrium force reaction, right? What is it you can say if you just observe here? There are certain forces you are having, right? There are certain forces you are having, right? There are certain forces, right? The resultant of these forces will be like this, right? opposite in direction and collinear with the resultant. This is a resultant of all the forces, right? Whenever it is the resultant of all the forces, right, the force which is balancing these resultant forces, right, what is it called as? This is your resultant force. So external effect, resultant force, right? And what is this one? This is your R. What you can call it as? It is the force which is maintaining that equilibrium now. And this upward force is maintaining that equilibrium or not? This is maintaining only equilibrium or not, everyone? This force is maintaining equilibrium. Now reaction is also type of equilibrium force. Equilibrium force is nothing but the force which keeps in equilibrium now, the force which maintains or which keeps equilibrium, right? Which maintains or keeps equilibrium, right? Now tell me, this force whatever that I mentioned, it is maintaining that equilibrium or not, everyone? Yes, it is absolutely maintaining that equilibrium, you can say, if you just, right? Is that clear, everyone? Right? So shall I close the session? So I'll be closing the session. Thank you all of you. Is that clear, all of you? Right? So I'll be closing the session. Thank you, everyone. Right? Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.